2 simple stretches for the neck, a big tip on how to do them, and how it'll help eliminate a lot of stress out of your life. That's coming up. Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Succeed with Omid, and today the 2 neck stretches I want to talk about are not going to be about the side of this neck where most of us get this really forward posture here. This is actually something comes from flying a disc, watching TV, being on the cell phone, playing too much Candy Crush. If that's you, sorry. Delete that game, it's terrible. But what I want to talk about is the front of the neck and the back of the neck. And before I get into that, I want to say this stretch for the back here is kind of pointless. You're not really going to get anywhere near the amount of change that you need, and this one as well. You're just going to be crunching a lot of the discs in the back. It's not as safe as these next 2 stretches. The first one's going to be for the levator scapula back here. This one that attaches to the shoulder blade comes up to the skull. To get that, what we need to do is we need to push the shoulder blade down. That's going to be done by rotating this elbow up and back, and then using the scoop part of the hand here to attach right underneath the skull and right at the jaw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look 45 degrees down and away while I'm lifting up at the same time. Breathing, of course, pulling upwards and pressing downwards with that shoulder. About 30 seconds is what you're going to need to get that properly stretched the first time you do it. I'll get back to that in a second. And the next we want to go after these muscles right here. A quick little piece of trivia for you. The tongue is actually an extension or a continuation of all these muscles, and I can prove that to you if I shove the tongue into the roof of the mouth. All of those muscles can come alive. So when you do this next stretch, shove the tongue into the roof of the mouth. I'm going to grab my collarbone with the same side. I'm going to take the flat of my hand with the other hand, and I'm going to put it right underneath my jaw. Shove the tongue, and lift. And turn. I'm trying to get a lot of the muscles that attach at this lower jaw. A lot of people tend to hold their words back and hold themselves really tight here. We start to get a lot of TMJ. We start to get a lot of migraines that actually start from here, and we can stretch that up pretty easily. Here's the big tip, and this is where I talk about a lot of the stress that comes into our life. These muscles get tight because we have a lot going on in our mind. We get stuck in these positions and we hold our breath back because we don't want to interrupt the meeting at work. And eventually what happens is we actually store a lot of the stress in this musculature. If you do this once, there's no way you're going to get it out enough to really make an impact in your actual life. Do this 3, 4, 5 times in a row. 30 seconds in the back, 30 seconds in the front. If you want to add the side one in to get that trap, 30 seconds there as well. Do both sides. And then go back to this side again. Another 30 seconds each 3, another 30 seconds each 3, and then do it again. This is now the 3rd time you're doing it. Here's the even more important part. Do it again later in the day, especially right before you go to bed. Don't take this stress with you to bed. Otherwise, that's when people start to wake up with a headache and they haven't been breathing as well and they have that brain fog in the morning. It's where a lot of this comes from. So once in the morning, midday if you have time. If you want to take a really long trip to the bathroom, you can do this there instead of surfing Reddit on your phone. That's actually more myself than anybody else. Bad on me. And then once before bed. And you want to do this every single day if you find this is a chronically tight part of your neck. The reason I say that is because it takes a long time, a lot of hours of holding this type of tension. If you think 30 seconds is really going to get rid of it, I'm sorry to say, it's probably not. Try this out. Let me know what you guys think in a comment below. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. And otherwise, have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you later.